Hey Clockverse, it's the Clockwinder on Clockwork Jalopy. Today's vlog is on Game of Thrones. Spoiler alert! Yeah, I'm going to be revealing stuff. Best you leave if you're that kind of person. Anyway, Game of Thrones, based on George Martin's series. HBO did the first series. I had never read Game of Thrones. I'm not into the huge, super thick, multi-volume fantasy series. Tolkien is about as multi-series as I get. I love my Tolkien. So I watched the first season of Game of Thrones. First episode, absolutely infatuated with it. Loved it. Loved the characters. I loved the costuming. I loved the story. Halfway through, I picked up the first book, read it, loved it. First season, awesome. Um, Second season began 4 weeks ago. We're 4 episodes in. I've been trying to do what I did with the first season. Wait halfway through and start the book. I've just started the book. Second season, to me, sort of started meh, but is awesome. Just absolutely have been loving it. We introduced the character of Stannis, Robert Baratheon's rather rigid brother, and his advisor slash whatever she is, the Red Woman, who woo with her freaky Red Woman magic, and he is of course his younger brother is Renly, a character who I have no use for, and fortunately, a shadow kills this episode. Yeah, I bet you didn't think I was serious about that spoiler alert, did you? Now, Renly buys it. This season also introduced the character, I think it's pronounced Brienne. Freakishly tall, blonde-haired warrior chick. Awesome character. One of the other characters that I've absolutely loved, just starting with last episode, Arya Stark escaped King's Landing by acting like she was joining the Black Watch, and she was traveling north with the Black Watch. And there were these fellows locked in a cage, and one of them kept talking to her, just sort of passing things he sort of brushed off. Well, in this episode, she sees him in the uniform of the Lannisters, and she's all like, "Whoa, you joined the Lannisters, ha 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 ha!" And he turns to her and goes, "You're serving the Lannisters drinks." Mm-hmm. But it turns out he's a little bit more than he appears. And awesome. I was like, oh my god, this guy's awesome! He's like, you freed 3 of us. You've robbed the Red God of 3 people. You must give me 3 names. I will take 3 names and basically kill them for you. I was like, oh my god. She gives him one, the torturer's name, the tortured guy from the second or third episode. And dude not only lands, boom, on the courtyard of the castle, falls to his death. His head is totally backwards. And that guy's up there going, #1. Totally awesome character. I'm loving it. I can't wait to get to the second book to find out what's really going on. Caitlin Stark has been running around trying to do, my son's not after the Iron Throne, which he isn't. He's cool. Jon Snow, up north of the Wall, looking into the White Walkers. Still, I like the whole Black Watch. And of course, it's no surprise to anyone that knows me. Rangers are my favorite class. But I am liking the whole story north of the Wall. It's like, hey, we're really handling S up here. You guys are down there playing monkey shines, and we're up here doing all the real stuff because winter's coming and all these White Walkers are going to descend upon us. They're up there looking for Mance Rayder and the wildlings. Daenerys Targaryen, still over on the other continent, a city called Quarth now, where she's trying to make her way back to Westeros and to seize the throne, since she has the claim of being the last Targaryen. And dragons, baby! Way cool. Jorah Mormont, a character whom I loved. I loved him and his father. I love the Mormonts of Bear Island. Hasn't really done much, except spew angst all over the screen. So I'm sort of hoping that his scenes are yet to come, or in the book I'm hoping Jorah Mormont does more. Um, Joffrey Baratheon, the king, whom I have no use for. I could spend 2 whole episodes watching Joffrey die horribly and be entertained. And in that same boat, can I just say Theon Greyjoy? Theon Greyjoy needs to die painfully. I can't wait to get into the book to see if someone gives Theon his comeuppance, because I have no use for the kid. And you know what? I have no use for the city of Pike. I boom. Let's get rid of all those. I think Ned Stark stopped short there. He should have taken them all out. So everything's the series has, in my opinion, episode to episode, second series has been just getting better and better. There was a lot of stuff where it seemed to be cramming a lot of story in to try to get us up to speed, and now it's allowing things to go. And of course, the standout is Peter Dinklage's Tyrion. He is like the voice of reason in King's Landing, the town of insanity. I just love the way he took out the Grand Maester and Grand Maester Purcell. Somebody correct me on that. I'm sure I'm wrong. And the way he's been handling, everyone who thinks they're pretty clever in King's Landing. Him and Braun, I just like the back and forth they have together whenever they're doing stuff. It's been an awesome series so far. If you're a fan of the books, I understand. The book is very much a collaborative effort between he who reads and the author. The author essentially provides a script. The person that reads it provides everything else: audience, actors, direction. I can give the same book to 5 different people, and it appears 5 different ways in their heads. Some people read the book, don't like the series. If you've never read the book, but are geeks and fantasy nerds, get out there and watch it. It's totally awesome. You don't want to get your orcs and your trolls, but you have White Walkers, Shadow Beasts, dragons. We make up for it. It's definitely on the Clockwinder's watch list. Get out there, watch yourselves some Game of Thrones, have fun with it. This is the Clockwinder reminding everyone, tonight at midnight, Avengers Assemble! Avengers opens, so I hope to have something on the Avengers tomorrow. Y'all have a great night. Adios. Today's program is brought to you by the Infinity Crystal, powering everything from a small flashlight to a major asteroid. The Infinity Crystal by Clockwork Laboratory.